I had been passionate about property all my life. I was figuring out really quickly what I didn't want to do and what I didn't believe in and what didn't feel comfortable, getting to a place where I went, okay, I'm starting to figure out what I really do love about property, because it's finding what you love within it. And then I ended up coming to Dom a couple of years later, and a couple of her programs were exactly, what I felt I wanted to do. I realized how fabulous Dom was. Like, she's just so, the way she has all these proverbs and the way she, has all of these, little sayings. And, for someone to constantly say those things all of the time, like all of the time, you realize that's how she's wired herself. But you also see that she genuinely cares. She actually wants you to succeed. She wants you to get the deals. Like, you feel like you're letting her down if you haven't. But there's so many courses I've been on, they don't really care if you wander off or, don't do your homework or don't, get in. They're really not interested. Whereas you guys actually care if we're not on and we're not logging in and we're not doing this and that. And that, I think, is another reason why I did elite mentoring. Well, elite mentoring makes you figure out your why. Because other than that, for me, it was just passion. I was just passionate about it. It was a hobby and I just loved it. And I realized I had too. I struggled very, very badly in the lockdown with menopause. Badly, as in, so what's the point of life? Bad. And then the way to get out of that is to figure out your purpose, a life purpose, like something that's going to get you up every day. And that's linked to whatever you've been passionate about. And I hadn't linked all these three together. Yes, my absolute passion and my purpose and my mission and my absolutely everything is property developing. And then combing that down, it's just property. And then so figuring out what that small thing is. Anyway, so the thing that actually really, really gets me juiced is that my husband's 60 in 4 years. So I need a strategy that we stay in property, we're still making a living from it, that gets him off the tools in 4 years. And that's, again, why elite mentoring is so good, because they're the sort of things that you give them to help you. My first win was learning to be an area expert with the skills that you guys say, right, you need to do this, go out and do this and do this. So it was a really solid area expert, and really quickly too, I feel. Massive amount of confidence. So it's one thing to be passionate, but doesn't mean you're confident. So this really makes me feel as though I can do this. I've got the ideas. My ideas are credible. It works, and I can, when you're talking to people every single week and everything, you see that we're all in the same boat. We've all been at different points, at different levels. And so confidence has been a massive thing. That's been a massive, massive win. Mentally, that another big win was going from mentally passionate about it to, okay, I want to make a business out of it. I used to set goals and never get them because they weren't anchored properly. And I've learned that from this course as well, as how to actually do them properly. And now I've got my business idea. It's awesome, totally fits us. It's totally where I want to go. And so that's my next step. Super excited. All I want to do is work with people in property lovers, because I don't want to go out to the open world. I've got a trust issue there. I only want to be in this pond. That's it. I think I started in September, and remember, I had to start as an area expert, and I got my first deal in January. I think firstly is be ready for it, be keen for it, like know that you've got that this is a sort of a present to yourself. Like, this is like, your husband gets the golf membership and this is your thing, this is yours, and so you value it. So what you don't want to be is, what I see happening to a lot of people is they need incentive, and they have to sort of call them up and give them incentives to get them back on the horse. I think you need to be ready. This is not good English, but readier than that. You need to be keener than that, because the elite mentoring particularly it's rocket fuel, but you need to have the rocket. This is your pond. So you're swimming in your pond with sort of your people, but you want to be in the pond. Like, you've got to jump in first. Like, it's all about, I think you really need to just be going, right, come on. Yeah, I'm on this. Whatever, come and tell me, give it to me. You need to be in that mindset, I think. But when you are there, there's so much inspiration, there's so much confidence that you get, and there's so much support, and there's so much love, and there's just so much of everything. It's there, but you need to be ready to grab it. Yeah. Well, we're renovators, so we're flippers by heart. By love, we're flippers and renovators. We literally love the adding the value, like the first day of getting the keys, starting your rip out, getting the ideas, what area you're working in Central Coast. And because we don't mind camping on site, it'll be all of the Sydney area as well, because of course that's where more capital gain is going to be had with all of our improvements and the ways we can add value.